I'm dropping hit out the hit, I'm just chilling, but when I chill with my children, bigger the business, the bigger the office. I found and found me a shred and I called up, they call for my artists, they making me offers. I don't even bargain, I start from the bottom. I lost a Ferrari, Las Vegas, Nevada. I woke up the following day and went harder. I'm cracking my shit, now they see that I'm smarter. I gotta get money, I love to get charter. I gave her 4 burgers at once for a startup. I can't let them down, walk around with my guard. I'm screaming out YOLO, yeah, that's still the motto. I know I be on some they ain't thought of.
Sins, I got sins on my mind and some M's. Got a lot of M's on my mind and my friends. Yeah, I keep my friends on my mind. I'm in love with 2 girls at one time and they 10s. That's why I got 10 on my mind. I got M's, got a lot of M's on my mind and my friends. Yeah, I keep my friends on my mind. Should repent. I need me some Jesus in my life. Amen.
A shot from earlier as the Miami team bus arrived at the... We're just about...
Thanks, guys.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Now, the calls to shorten the NBA season continue. One NBA president has even suggested a 58-game schedule. And for the playoffs, one and done. He says there's a reason people tune into every football game. The college tournament in 63 games gets more TV money than we do in our entire regular season. The more drama, the more TV ratings, the more money. Kevin?
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. So the opening lineup for the Heat. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5. This game will probably be something of a chess match, don't you think, Greg? Both these squads love to run intelligent half-court strategies.
Yeah, you can expect to see some interesting playmaking as these squads try to open each other up and create opportunities to score.
This is an example of Al Horford, such a difficult cover. He's tall, he's long, and he utilizes all of that to his advantage.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's Martin on the wing over Horford. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Adebayo.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Smart against Lowry. Here's Brown. Williams trying to break free. And it's Brown missing. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Heat. Here's Butler. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Butler challenging the very heart of the defense. Everybody's trying to take away the paint. Jimmy Butler says, I own that real estate.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about. Threatening with that attack.
There's Brown with the 3. Here's Williams. And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Shots good from Butler.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Smart. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3. That's a 2 from Butler. And it's Miami with another.
You have to stay in front of Jimmy Butler. This guy is capable of leaving you in the dust with his ability to handle the basketball.
Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his second best.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Tatum against Butler. Outside Tatum. 4 seconds left. And no good that time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Heat out front. They're up by 4. And we'll return shortly.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Here's Vincent. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. We've got Kevin Love. Victor Oladipo is out there with Vincent. And it's Robinson. And it's Adebayo in at the center.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Robinson. That's in there. Love with the assist. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, ball movement is something that Kevin Love has concentrated on. He puts a lot of stock in his ability to make guys around him better.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Count that one.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
You simply must respect the mid-range game of Victor Oladipo. When given the opportunity, he will capitalize.
Blocked in the pass to Muscala. Here's Hauser. Passes it to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Robinson misses. Celtics trail by 9. To the wing on the left. The 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
And Love with the basket on the assist by Oladipo.
and a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
That one's not going to go. And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on the defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. For the Heat, and over to Shaq, what'd you think about Miami?
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison, playing for one another. Love to watch this game. A whole nother half to go. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
And over to Kenny, what did you think about Boston?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And doors for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Free throw good, Adebayo. Endorse this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Hero from long range. That one doesn't drop. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Oh, Marcus Smart, a tenacious defender, which doesn't always show up, I think, sometimes, Doris, on the statistical sheet after the games.
Well, and in fact, Kevin, different teams have different defensive metrics trying to measure that impact. All you have to do, though, with Marcus Smart is watch the guy work on that end. The way he tracks the play, the way he anticipates, just the energy he brings on the defensive end changes the equation.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you.
The line for two.
The first free throw is good.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Grant Williams comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Tatum. Lots of room. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And it's Butler missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. White is checked in for Tatum. And Miami with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
.24 seconds left to play here in the third. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Brown kicks to Williams. Pass to White. Right wing. Here's Pritchard. And too long on the shot. That's a 2 from Butler. Oh, he nails it just in time.
1 eye on the rim, 1 on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
And so it's Miami, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Adebayo is the big man with Butler slotting in at the 4. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. And it's Strus in at the 3.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Well, you can tell Jimmy Butler is feeling it on the offensive end. When he's in rhythm, he will look to be aggressive.
Here's Brown. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Horford off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Heat leading by 13. Lowry passes to Butler. Lets it fly. Rebound by Williams. Well, for the Celtics, this one not looking good.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Butler.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Good on the 3-point shot.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lowry finds Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. And the Heat lead by 18.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Now here's Smart. Down low, Butler with the steal. Here's Adebayo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. You guys had it going from long range. When that happens, how does that affect the offense?
Well, when they're making shots, it's opening the lane for us drivers. And we just want them to continue to shoot with confidence. Everybody on this team, no matter if you make it or miss it, we need you to shoot it because that's what the game tells you to do.
Keeps the floor spread, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.